the night. We have a game for marital tension, and I miss you already. The game is just a minute. Now, the way this game is played is that our four improvisers here are going to be a panel of experts. And they're going to be in a competition to see who is the better expert of a topic that I'll get from you. Just a moment. Now, in the first competition, they'll have, throughout the entire competition, they'll have some rules. These rules are that if they repeat, if they stutter or take a pause of any sort, or if they divert from the topic, then one of the other experts can take over. So, for our first competition, can I get a topic from this section right here that these people could be complete experts of? You raise your hand. Australia. So, you should be experts of Australia. Hello, welcome our panel of experts. Professor Michael, Professor Angeline, Professor Kevin, and Professor Monica. Thank you for coming. We're here to talk about the topic of Australia. We'll start with you, Professor Monica, on the topic of Australia.
Oh, yes, well, Australia is a most wonderful country to visit. I have been there 15 times a week. My visits there very much. The marsupial life, the cacti, the dirt, the Australians, the flags. All of it is wonderful, and what you must know about Australia is its vivid, beautiful ecological history, which dates all the way back to the medieval times of the knights of Australia who rode on the backs of kangaroos.
Just a minute. I believe she hesitated while she was waiting for the audience to laugh.
This is true. You didn't hesitate. Take the floor, Professor Michael.
I'll tell you about a full story about when I went to Australia. I took Australia Air, the best flight in the skies. And then I landed in Australia Airport, the best airport on the ground.
Yes, Professor Angeline.
They said Australia a lot.
This is true. Repeat it. Continue.
Now, Australia, as we know, is a continent, and it is possibly the most difficult continent to spell. You always want to add that.
Just a minute. Yes, she repeated the word continent.
It's true, she did repeat. Continue, Professor Kevin.
Australia was invented by the Romans
10 seconds.
in 92.
Yes, it was a very long pause.
That was a very, very long pause. Continue, Professor Monica, with 5 seconds.
With my excursions of Australia, I found the fossilized remains of knights in shining armor on the back.
2 seconds.
Riding through the...
And time! Well done! Also was 1 point. May I get the topic you shall find in a kitchen usually?
Cucumber.
A knife! The topic is knife. Professor Michael, we shall start on the topic of knife.
Salesman once, door to door I went saying, this one's sharp, this one's dull, don't buy it. And they would pay me lots of money for my knives because I had the best pitch of all the knife salesmen. You know what that was? Just a minute. I don't know what it was.
He does not, so take the floor, sir.
Knives were invented by the Romans in 1400. The Romans thought we need something to cut our enemies open, cut their bullets, cut through their throats. Just a minute. Yes. I just thought of the answer to why I was the best knife salesman. Please! Use my knife to cut through cans, and not just the, little aluminum plastic cans.
Yes! He did! Continue, please!
It's not professional at all. What's wonderful about knives is when you're a knife salesman, you can work for a wonderful company called Knives Incorporated, of which I am the president.
Just a minute.
Yes.
I know that to be a bold-faced lie.
But you stammered a lot earlier, so I'm going to let her continue.
As I was saying, I am indeed, in fact, in truth and actuality, very much.
Yes.
That's repetition. Those are synonyms. Truth, fact, actuality.
Well done, continue.
Now, the best part about knives is
You have 10 seconds.
because they're very shiny, but you have two and you
Just a minute. I know that to be a bold-faced lie.
You seem to think everybody's alive, so why don't you take the floor, sir?
Knives aren't sharp or shiny. I would know.
Just a minute.
Yes.
He said in his that he had a sharp knife and a dull knife, and this one you shouldn't buy.
find in a schoolroom from this area right here? Pencils! Please continue your expertise. Professor Kevin on pencils.
Pencils were invented by the Romans. The Romans thought we need something to cut open the skeleton.
Yes.
That's not very healthy.
I quite enjoyed it. Makes it look intelligent. Continue, sir.
In actuality, I'm simply putting my mouth near my empty hand.
Just a minute, you can't fool an audience like that.
Were you fooled?
Yeah.
True, they were very fooled.
How stupid you are! Audiences were invented by the Romans.
1 second. Were you invented by the Romans?
Yeah.
Continue, sir. True, my mistake. Continue, ma'am.
Just a minute.
Yes.
I think you're handsome.
Thank you very much. Continue, sir.
They're not invented by the Romans, as you all may think. You're all confused. They're invented in the 1950s by Senator Joseph McCarthy.
Yes.
Pencils were invented yesterday by me.
Well, all right. Continue.
Just a minute.
Yes.
She's more pretentious than the filmography of Ben Affleck.
Well done, sir. And with 2 seconds left, take the floor.
Pencils
Oh,
are...
just a minute. His hair looks stupid.